Boom! We're now back for another vlog. At ngayon ay pupunta na naman kami ng school. At late na kami. Dahil anong oras na? Ang oras usapan natin 6 o'clock. Anong oras na? 6:30 na pala. Ngayon,
Late na nga actually. 6:45 pasok na.
kasi open mic namin. Kaya ayun, medyo vlog naman tayo ngayon. Dahil wala na akong ma-upload. Ngayon, dami namin dala. May dala akong green screen.
Seriously?
Oo.
Green screen to, boy?
Oo, green screen. Green screen, may laptop ako. Tapos may equipment pa sa likod. Ito may bass, may camera, may laptop, may saxophone, may bahay, may rep. No? Tsaka si, dala niya rin.
Ops! Tama na!
At yun, mamaya kakanta ako. Ngayon, ano pa sasakyan natin, tol? Kanina pa tayo naglalakad. So yun, sasakay na kami. Tignan na lang natin kung anong mangyayari mamaya. Let's go!
Please all welcome E.L.M Santos. Let's be aware of God's loving presence. God, thank you for this day. Thank you for giving us a chance to show our talents that you gave to us. We pray that this event might be successful and may we perform not just for our needs, but for the glory of your name. Amen. Amen. Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And now, please all welcome Vincent Lee, the president of Gold A.M. for the opening remarks. Please give him a round of applause.
Good morning, students, and of course, assembly. Welcome to our section, 12 a.m. After many weeks of preparation, finally, we'll be showing and presenting different literary pieces that we made, such as spoken poetry, short stories, and musicals. We only had a week of preparation for the decorations, considering that this week was a rough one. Because many requirements should be made, but still, we were able to manage it and make it. And I would like to commend Aliyah and Guzman and Dan Apaya. And of course, the rest of the class for having a great teamwork and being creative. Let's give them
of Globe AM1 is with their own literary pieces. Our class has also gathered their loving English facilitator. None other than all the way from APEC Schools to Manila. Please welcome Miss Emily Dorpe.
Now, this is all you've been waiting for. We are so excited to show you our interesting listicles, incredible short stories, and of course, our brilliant poetries, which starts now.
Since you are all excited to see all the performances that our class have prepared, let us now choose the first batch of performers. Please welcome Joe Blatuca,
Arvin Hakogo. Let's give them a warm welcome.
Hi everyone, my name is Will and this is my partner, Arvin. So, we're here to show you our own composition poem, which is all about bullying. So we all know that all of us here was experienced being bullied. And being bullied is like a bird inside a cage. The world is limited and you want to get out of it, but there's no, even someone who's committed to help you get out of it. But we believe that the sun rises up every day for everyone, but they spoke in vain because they're not satisfied, wanting to be valued like a father to his son, precious as a stone in the sight of a man. The insults are there, from left to right, wondering how long again for them to be alright. Every day I go to school, I just want to learn and not to fight, but they hit on me with all their might. And now, I'm hiding the hurt, I'm hiding the pain, I'm hiding the tears that fall like rain, to feel like there's no one there during all my pain. But during all my pain, I have nothing to lose and nothing left to live. Each day is more challenging than the last. Moments of weakness, emotions consistently masked. I suppose it's hard for some to understand this is not the way that I had. I always wish that one day all of this will end. Believing it's never too late to make amends. Building up some strength as days go by. So I promise myself to give it one more try.
Next to perform is Jaira. Jaira May Peña Redondo and Lorenzo.
So, good morning everyone. Hello. So, our literary piece is all about the youth. So, we believe that youth is a firefly of hope. Firefly meaning we are the light in the dark. We can be the hope for the future generation. So, that's all.
The youth are the fireflies of hope. Our dreams glimmer through a telescope. Building a rocket takes years and hours, like us, always destined for the stars.
Our dreams are impossible because it's too far.
With hope, I'm possible, no matter where we are.
Despite how high we climb the mountain of anguish.
With hope, there is nothing we cannot accomplish.
As we all strive to dream of better lives. As we hold our faith and the youth survives. Hope is a firefly that shines brighter in the night. The darker the despair, the more powerful its light.
Regardless how hard or how much we try,
We never give up, we only soar high.
as the rocket rises and the further we fly,
As we reach our destination, as time goes by,
we look back and see the night skies.
we look back and see the fireflies.
Dreams only used to be through a telescope.
The youth are indeed the fireflies of hope. That's Next to perform is Gisela Benoleda and Dana Cassie. Good morning everyone, this is our short story. Alexander and Rain had been friends since childhood. They live in the same building. Their houses are next to each other. In the middle of those houses is a dream house that the both of them share to play sometimes even have a sleepover. But one day, Rain's parents decided to move to another part of the world. They decided to go to England, but Rain didn't want to go. So her parent wasn't sure. But his grandfather, who just retired from the army, decided he will take care of his granddaughter. After a few months, Rain's parents left without her. But Rain and Alexander went to the same schools until college, where they got separated because Alexander got to UCLA. But Rain just got into a state university. She couldn't leave his grandfather behind. So he left for UCLA. They said goodbye. After his first semester in UCLA, Alexander came back to his parents with his girlfriend Sabrina. Alexander was happy when he saw his childhood friend Ray. They planned a week so they could spend time with each other. But Ray and Sabrina didn't like each other.
Hey Alex, I don't like your friend.
Why? She's nice with you.
Well, when you're around.
What do you mean?
Well, she said a lot of things about me. She hurt me. She's rude to me.
Well, I'll talk to her.
You should be.
Sabrina went to the kitchen while Alexander went to Ray's house.
Hey Alex.
Look, Rayna. Sabrina told me something that you told her something really bad.
What? I really talked to her.
Well, the both of you tells me different stories.
So you're telling me that I'm lying? You're believing her than me? I'm your best friend, but she's your just new girlfriend.
Please, just say sorry to her.
Why did I say sorry to her? I didn't do anything bad. She's the one who's telling a story that is not even real.
Look, for me, just say sorry to her. Even if you did it for her, just say sorry, please.
No, we're not. It's really. I'm not going to do it. Why would I do that?
Please, just say sorry.
No, right now, our friendship is over because you're believing your girlfriend. Goodbye, Ray.
Rain met Alexander in the front door. She took something from his room that she was supposed to give Alexander before he returned to UCLA. But now their friendship is over, he will give it now.
Well, here's the scrapbook that I made. I want to give it to you since this is our last goodbye. I hope you will not regret what happened today.
Alexander was so sad. He returned to his home, went straight to his room. He looked to his window. He saw Ray packing boxes and bags full of stuffs. He just went to sleep. The next morning when he woke up, Ray's window was already closed. He went downstairs to see his parents and Sabrina eating breakfast.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning. So, are you going to go with us today to visit Brain and his grandfather?
No, Tita. Alex won't come. We have plans today. We have a date.
What happened?
Well, son, you know what? Rain and her grandfather got an accident last night. And they're in the hospital right now. Do you want to go?
Yes, I wanna go.
No, Alex, you're not going. We have planned today.
No, that's not important. Brain is more important than me. I think we should just break up.
You even mean that, right?
I mean it.
I hate you.
You're a very selfish person.
I am not. I hate you. We're over.
Maybe it's time for me to go. Sabrina went to the room he's currently occupying, and Alexander went to his room to clean up himself and change his clothes. After Alex changed his clothes, he went downstairs he saw Sabrina left inside. He left his house. He and his parents left for the hospital. When they arrived at the hospital, they went straight to Ronald's room. When they got there, they saw Ronald crying while talking to a doctor.
I am very sorry, sir. We did everything, but your granddaughter is really in a critical condition.
You know, she's my only granddaughter. Now all I have left is grandsons.
Is everything fine, Roland?
No. The doctor just told me that brain is in critical condition. He's in coma right now. May I know where Ray's room is?
Son, she's in the ER. You can visit. You can visit her right now. But she's in the room 305.
Okay, thank you. Alexander ran to Ray's room. When he was outside the door, he wasn't sure if he should go in or not. The moment Alexander stepped inside the room, he couldn't stop his tears himself from crying. He saw his friend just staying alive with machines all over his side. I'm sorry, Ray. I didn't mean to say that yesterday. I didn't mean to believe Sabrina. You know, I didn't really love Sabrina. Since grade 9, I have been in love with you. Please don't leave me. You're all I got. You're all I have got.
Alexander holds Ray's hands and continued crying. Then the machine was beeping slowly. He looked over that machine. The heart rate was slowly dying. After 6 years, Alexander is at the local church waiting for his bride. Then, when the church opened, he saw his best friend. He saw his beautiful bride, his best friend, and now his soon-to-be wife, Ray, who he almost lost from the day he promised herself he won't ever leave his.
Riel, Zuleta, and Rafael.
Hello, Master. Welcome to the 11-7 convenience store.
Yes! Okay.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. So let's start.
So, this is the story of a man
And a man
who hit someone with a chair.
Again, take two.
Exactly. So, this is the story of a man
And another man
who
with
hit
someone with a chair.
Luis gazed blankly at doors that he passes by every day as he wondered to himself just what he did to offend God so much that he decided to punish him with his life. A 24-year-old college dropout working for minimum wage at a knockoff copy of 7-Eleven called 11-7 convenience store. As he once again contemplated suicide, he overheard his arrogant, lazy pig of a manager, Bert, watching anime on his phone while eating the leftover pizza from last night, which Luis paid for, but only got one slice out of 3 whole pizzas. He couldn't imagine how one man could eat so much pizza.
Luis thought about the pay he received yesterday and how his already minimum wage earnings were cut in half because of the missing inventory of chips and beer. Chips and beer. He wasn't responsible for the loss, but since he was the only one his manager could blame, he had to shoulder the cost of the missing goods. He was serving another customer with a cheap convenience store hot dog, made out of some mystery meat, when a tall lanky guy in glasses entered the store and approached him with a grin on his face and said,
Hello, sir.
My name is Carlo Batumbakal. I live at the house next door to your fine establishment. I was passing by and I noticed the sign outside that said you were hiring, and I would like to apply.
Luis stared for a few seconds at the man. Surprised that anyone would want to apply for a job in this hellhole with such enthusiasm. But then he thought, now he can have someone to share the blame for the missing merchandise, meaning he would be able to bring home more of his salary. He put on a smile at the man and said, "Sure, sir, follow me, Carl, and we'll have a word with the manager."
A week later, Carlo gave a customer their order after receiving payment and said, "Thank you, sir. Please come again."
Luis looked at him somewhat annoyed. Once the customer left, he asked, "Aren't you getting tired of this job yet?"
Carlo replied, "I've only been working here for a week. I haven't even received my first salary yet."
Luis laughed and shook his head. "Ha! We'll be lucky if we get to bring home all of our salary. This past 2 months, the store's been stolen from, and I've had to shoulder all the costs. I wouldn't be surprised if it will happen again."
Carlo looked at Luis with a questioning expression. "Oh, really? I wasn't aware. What did they take?"
Luis answered, "It's always the same. A few dozen bags of chips and an entire stock of beer in the freezer." Carlo looked a little confused.
Why would they only take chips and beer?
Luis was about to give a sarcastic remark when Manager Bird appeared at the stockroom and interrupted them.
Manager Bird. "I don't pay you boys to chit-chat all day," Bird shouted.
Then he turned his attention to Carlo.
"Don't think that I'll go easy on you just because you're new here, boy."
Bert was about to walk away when he reached into his pocket and pulled out an envelope.
I almost forgot. Here's your first salary, Carlo.
The manager said as he handed the envelope to a slightly surprised Carlo. He beamed with happiness for having for the very first time received money born of his own hard work. But his expression changed as he opened it and read his payslip. He was beyond disappointed when he noticed how much was deducted from his earnings. He approached his manager and said,
Sir Bert, what are all these deductions in my salary? I think there's been a mistake."
Bert laughed.
"A mistake out here? You see here, boy, our stock's been stolen from again. And you and Luis over there haven't done anything about it. Now let me ask you, where would I get the money to pay for what was stolen?"
Bert looked at Carlo's paycheck pointedly and added,
"Look, I know you're disappointed, but that's how it is. If you want your salary to come to you intact, maybe you should do something about the thief."
Carlo thought for a moment and then put on a hopeful expression and exclaimed,
Sure, that sounds good. What can you tell me about the thief?"
Bert was honestly surprised by the man's enthusiasm at his suggestion, but quickly regained composure and said,
"Well, I don't think we're dealing with a normal thief, you see." "Well, what do you mean?"
Carlo asked, intrigued.
"Well, you see, this convenience store wasn't always here."
With how big this damn place is, you'd think it's been around forever. Luis shouted from over the counter.
Bert swung his head angry at Luis's direction. "Quiet, boy! I'm telling a story!" he shouted. "Maybe this place wouldn't be so dirty if you did your damn job."
Luis wavered a bit at Bert's remark. He tried his best not to look embarrassed and continued stocking the shelves behind the counter.
Bert looked satisfied at the effect of his reprimand. And Bert said, "Yes, at least that's what they say anyway. I'll let you two boys get back to work then." Bert winked and laughed loudly as he went back into his throne room, aka the storage room.
As Luis sighed, thinking that watching that exchange made him feel extremely tired. He looked at Carlo, who had turned his back back to him and said, "Bro, don't mind him. He's just fond of those stories." As Luis put a hand on Carlos' shoulder, the man turned to face him, an expression of terror on his face.
Is what he said true? Tell me.
Luis was at a loss of words and just stared at Carlo for a while. He sighed again and said, "Whoa, Carlo, I don't think it's true. You know ghosts aren't real, right? And even if they are, why would they steal cheap beer and potato chips?"
Carlo was put at ease by Luis's words, but there was still a faint feeling of fear in the back of his mind. The story reminded him of all those nights he spent reading horror novels instead of going to college. But even so, I think we should still do something about the thief. Ghost or not, Carlo said.
Luis thought that it was a waste of time.
His condition better each day. And so putting on a smile and said, "You know what, Carlo? You're right. So what's the plan?" Epic na po, sorry.
Sorry. Late that night, the two were hiding behind a counter. They had snuck in through the back door after Bert had closed shop. Luis was trying to shut Carlo up because he was doing some strange ghost warding ritual he had seen on one of those YouTube channels where the host always runs away from ghosts while telling people to like and subscribe. He thought that if the thief were...
Tried to listen for the man's footsteps. He could hear him open the freezer and the canteen of cheap beer bottles as he laid them onto his crate. He felt Carlos start to break free from his grip and attempted to calm him down, but he was surprisingly strong, and Luis needed to start working out. Carlos got out of the grass and ran towards his perceived ghost, holding what looked like a bottle of holy water. He charged the team, shouting,
Oh wait, holy water, right? The power of God compels you! Be gone, demon!
and started to throw the holy water at the stranger. Luis stared at him in awe of how insane he looked for a few seconds, but he came into his senses and grabbed the nearest chair and ran to Carlo. It was a good thing that the thief seemed to be as surprised as he was, because he just stood there confused at what Carlo was doing to him. So he didn't notice when Luis came up behind him and smacked him over the head with his chair.
So the intruder fell to the ground with a satisfying thud.
And Carlo looked like he was about to throw up.
Did you kill it?
Carlo asked wearily. I hope not. I don't want to be charged with murder. Luis responded. Luis turned on his phone's flashlight and knelt down to unmask the thief. They were both surprised as they were greeted by the face of their overweight manager, Bert.
He admitted to stealing the store stock, and selling them in his own sari store. When they brought him over to the police station, Bert was fired from his job and would serve a year at a minimum security prison for petty theft. While Luis and Carlo would finally get their whole salaries, plus the money deducted from their previous paychecks, now that the thief had been caught. Luis even received a promotion to manager, now that the position was vacant. And that
Is how they solve the convenience store mystery.
So, good morning guys. We're here to discuss about the world's top 5 most expensive watch brands. So, please listen for a while because my time is gold.
So, wristwatches are one of the most important devices in the daily lives of human beings. It is required for keeping the track of the time during the day or the night. They are available in various types of designs and models, and that option is no problem as far as wristwatches are concerned. A watch's time is intended to be carried or worn by a person. It is designed to keep working despite the motions caused by the person's activities. So here are the world's top 5 most expensive watch brands. Number 5 is the Audemars Piguet. This costs $869,000 or equivalent and August began in 1875. Only the best materials are combined with impressive workmanship and brilliance in aesthetic design. The fourth on the list is Alange and Suna. This cost $2.6 million, or equivalent to 135,903,300 pesos. Ferdinand Adolphe Lange was the founder of this in 1845. They are known for their watches featuring a variety of high-end materials, including platinum, rose gold, white gold, and yellow gold. The next on the list is Brigade. This cost $6.8 million, or equivalent to 355 million pesos. It was established in 1775 in Paris, France, by Abraham Louis Brigade. The cost of Brigade examples ranges between $400,000 and $6.8 million, with Tahitian mother of pearls being one of the watchmaker's most famous created.
So for the next one, the top two world's most expensive watch brand is Vacheron Constanta. Jean Marc Vacheron founded the Vacheron Constanta Watch Company in Geneva, Switzerland in 1755. The company's one expensive example was the Calista that was initially valued at $5 million in 1979. Since that time, this particular watch has increased in value to fetch for a whopping $11 million. So for the next one, the number one, Patek Philippe, it costs $24 million, or equivalent to 1,254 million pesos. The most expensive watch brand in the world today. The company was founded by Anthony Patek in 1839. The company is known for its world's famous chronographs, minute repeater, and perpetual calendar. So guys, these persons prove that time really costs gold. So, thank you for listening. We gotta go. Our time is gold.
Times when we rise and fall, where everything from our health takes its toll. All of it will end once and for all.
Each weekday morning, the struggle is real.
Wake up!
But you're in your bed lying still. Hot water from a bath makes your body chill. Dressing up for school like climbing uphill.
Lessons, assessments, outputs, and milestones. Don't forget the gradeless activities. Sometimes it can lead to insanity. Their deadlines can turn your brain to stone.
But still, happiness exists inside our hearts. Under the beautiful yellow warm sun. After every class, it's time to have fun. Still, school year ends break us apart.
Moments will end, but memories will not fade. In times of laughter, when we laugh so hard, and in times of sadness, when we cry until we ran out of tears. Laughter and sadness, memories won't fade.
As this school year ends,
we'll go on our different paths.
our journeys to our dreams now begin.
To batch 2018-2019, congratulations!
So, good morning everyone. We are here in front of you to present our spoken word about friendship.
We all started with one hello.
the friendship keeping us related. We spent days dreams relate. As a promise, we learned how to ride.
We shine the most, though it seems to be carefree. We hold on each other, living to the fullest. Regardless with all the troubles, we won't flee. We can be mature, but we can be the youngest. We click so much, everyone can agree. We lean on each other, even at the times of the hardest. The jokes are too much, make us all laugh and scream. There will be times.
The band we thought would make us safe will change in just a cycle of charm. The difference will fill the world, and even the pride will make it love. The days pass, we still no call. Turns out no one passes.
Despite of those differences, there are things that will make us united. It will swipe all those bitterness. It is the love that will make us all united. The bigger person becomes selfless. All of the sudden, we are all ignited. The pride we thought was endless. In the end, the hug will make us all excited.
Those years that were together will never be enough. Goodbyes will be towers, but we cannot hold each other on a cup. See you again cannot be harder. All will be left are the memories and stuff. We can stop to part our ways.
We started with a hello, we will end up with goodbye. We can save the laughter and the friendship on our minds. These four walls are the witnesses of the friendship that is filled with love. And the prides of the home, remember all the shared moments that no one can replace. Love thy one another, spend time with each other. The day will come and see you again is the only
Next we have
Noah D.
This short story is about, it reminds us that we should not forget where we came from. So it is titled as The Go-To by E.L.M and once upon a time, there was a girl named Chloe. She was an only child. Her family owned a small house, but it was filled with laughter. Her mother, Emily, never really gave love to her husband Romeo and her daughter Chloe. Romeo worked very hard every day. Both parents always reminds her daughter to be humble and forgiving. When Chloe reached 6th grade, she studied in an exclusive school for adult girls. She was able to enroll because her father worked as a janitor and got a scholarship for Chloe as incentive. Chloe studied hard. One day, she met a friend. Hey, are you new here? What is your name? Asked the girl whose arm was filled with lots of jewelry and gestured for a handshake. Chloe smiled and said, yes, I am new here, and my name is Chloe Kakashchan. How about you? She took the girl's hand and answered, oh, I'm Angela, and I'm an old student here. So, would you like to have lunch? Angela said. Chloe told her she only had half a slice of bread, and that she was only poor. Angela said that it was fine, and the two new friends ate lunch together. Days had passed, and Chloe and Angela became good friends. But one day, everyone at school teased, bullied, and made fun of how poor Chloe is. Her teacher said that her best friend Angela started it. She received a letter from Angela saying sorry and that she had a reason for what she did. She looked for Angela but failed to find her. Chloe just ignored all the bullying and mockeries of the students and focused on her studies more. One day, her father won the lottery. They became rich and famous. Get out of my way, I don't like that. I want this. Those are the phrases that the new Chloe always said. Chloe became rude towards other people as her way of getting revenge. She did not even forgive her friend Angela, even 3 years had already passed. Chloe became lazy, which led to low grades. Her parents were sad, but Chloe thought of it as being cool and popular in school. She had many friends, but none of them were true. One night, Chloe saw a shining light. It turns out to be an angel. She recognized the angel's face. It was Angela. You! Cried Chloe as she tried to grab Angela's hair. But Angela flew. You became proud, selfish, unforgiving, rude, and vengeful, said Angela. Disguised as a student, I befriended you to see what kind of person you are. That time you were kind, humble, and forgiving. But after becoming rich, you've changed. I shall punish you, because nothing else matters to you but wrong. All the things that you will hold will turn to gold. The curse will only be lifted if you will be good, said the angel. And the angel disappeared. At first, Chloe was very excited. Everything she touches turns to gold. She decided to show her extraordinary talent to her parents. She opened the door of her parents' room and the door also turned to gold. Her parents were sleeping, so she tapped them to wake them up. But they also turned to gold. She was shocked by what happened. After 7 years, Chloe got her hands to prevent things from turning gold. She decided to become a nun. She followed all the beatitudes like did the hungry using all her money. She also did the corporal works of mercy like forgiving and asking for forgiveness as well. She prays a lot until one day, while Chloe was praying, she saw a light. And then an angel appeared before her. It was Angela. The angel said, because of your sacrifices and good works, it will take away the punishment I imposed on you for several years. And I will also give you a reward. Suddenly, Chloe's parents appeared before her, and she got her hands back as well. Sister Chloe prayed and thanked God for sending an angel who served as an instrument for renewing her faith and making her a better person. She also asked for forgiveness to all of the people she had hurt and offended. She continued to serve God and at the same time became a good daughter to her parents. She also continued to serve the poor and the needy. That's it. Thank you.
And it's an intermission number from the beautiful, talented, intelligent, one of the student council officers, Bria Zableta.
Let's give her a round of applause.
Your tummy is full, you've taken your bath. After a stressful day at work, along the streets of Balaban, I see the tiredness of her face. Without a word, she's smiling, and my nightmares went away. I tickle her toes, we both had a nap. With red eyes from lack of sleep, he tickled my toes to play with me. He taught me how to fight, to be this strong little 4-year-old girl in this world full of wrongful sight. I turn out the lights, 'cause everything's bright. They protected me, cherished me, shielded me from the monsters of society. But what did I do? I made decisions, stupidly wrong decisions that hurt you. So let's say goodnight to today. Your calloused hands from doing laundry every day, for us to have something to wear and say, my mom is the best, and my dad is my Superman, but instead I stomped my feet because I didn't like the dress you bought. She said sorry and got my arms. My arms trying to hug me until I calm down. I can feel it now. My mom's pain seeing me. My dad's hurt eyes looking at me, smiling at me, pretending he's okay, but he isn't. And now I know the worst thing parents can experience, with their children by their side, but with their backs turned against them and hiding. Hiding at the same time their feelings of being unappreciated and sometimes crying. But they never fail to look at us with pride, because they believe we will strive hard someday, learn someday, be a someone someday. And now I end this with a lullaby, as my dad sang whenever I go to sleep, or sometimes comfort me when I cry. A promise that no matter what happens, they love me, cherish me, support me, accept me, till the day they die. 'Cause this day is faded, but tomorrow is waiting for E.L.M to wake up and play. So let's close our eyes, let's say goodnight to today.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. Once again, please give a round of applause for Brielle, Angela, and Julieta. And now, as this open night continues, I'm more than again excited to watch all the performers prepared by our class.
That's right, I feel the same. Now let's move on to our next batch of performers, starting with Marie Carricito.
And Joven Palavier, let's give them a big round of applause.
Hi guys, good morning. Good morning. So the title of our short story is Fallen. So we want to say thank you for Christine's help and others' help, and for Joel and Fallen.
Verbal Kingdom is a place where magic and powerful men and women exist. It's a land where the strong is honored, while the weak is treated as worthless. Ruling the land is the royal family, who is revered by all for their powerful abilities, and an army who could annihilate a nation without getting much damage. Under the royal family are the influential families, known for their immeasurable wealth and the political positions they hold inside the Emperor's palace. One of these families is the Alvarez household, who take pride for their unique abilities and powers. The family's mistress, Lady Amelia, was considered to be one of the most gifted and powerful in the kingdom, thus giving more honor to the family. However, this glory was short-lived. The lady's power suddenly disappeared upon giving birth to her son, Christopher. Everyone had their own reaction and opinion. Some hated the mistress, while some were rejoicing for the shame she had brought upon the Alvarez family. Lady Amelia had received much humiliation and hostility from everyone because of her circumstances. The family head wanted to banish her from the mansion, but the lady's supporter suggested that what happened to her might be because she passed all her powers to her son, which could make him the most powerful man in the kingdom in the near future. If this happens, then this will give the whole family a much greater influence to the whole kingdom and possibly to the whole world. However, the expectations of having a prodigy son was never met. Christopher couldn't even master a single power in his fingers, which put him in the same level as slaves. Lady Amelia and her son had given enough shame to the family. Therefore, she was exiled to a faraway land in the mountains, together with her personal maidservant. Christopher, who was still young at the time, grew indignant because of the unfair treatment they had suffered. He looked at his father so much that he treated him like a dead person. After years of living in the mountains, Christopher's mother grew weak and had developed a poor health. She was used to the luxurious life she had in her husband's mansion, that she didn't know how to adjust to her humble lifestyle, which caused her to die at a young age. This event escalated Christopher's hatred to his father and caused him to plot a revenge on him. But how could he even avenge his mother's death when he is powerless as a father? Christopher tried to seek help from the people in the town, but as the worthless person that he is, the people treated him with contempt. Upon seeing his hopelessness, Elena, the daughter of Lady Amelia's maidservant, told him the story of a sage who was honored and respected even by the emperor himself. Told him the story of a sage who was honored. The sage was once a man who pitied the weak and protected them. But because of his old age, he became tired of the world's chaotic problems and disputes. So he decided to live a quiet life in the mountain. This story gave Christopher another sense of hope and determination that he can become powerful with the sage's help. Inspired by the story, they searched high and low of every mountain they could find. They spent days, weeks, and months looking for someone that they could not find. However, there is no need to search because the man whom they were looking for had found them instead. In fact, this sage has been following Christopher for weeks already and had seen his determination to become powerful. The old man asked why he was thoroughly looking for him. So Christopher told him the story of his mother and how their family had abandoned them for such an insignificant reason. This account reminded the sage the world's cruel little weak, making him pity and sympathize with Christopher. He became determined to give hope to his orphan child and become his master. After a few days, the master started to teach his new disciple. During their training, they had found that there is actually a very powerful energy sealed deep within Christopher. Without hesitation, the sage unlocked his gift with his abilities. After many months, he had advanced greatly. Even Elena didn't believe the progress her young master had done. She felt a sense of pride, but at the same time, she felt fear. She remembered Lady Amelia's warning that Christopher should not try to develop his skill and unlock his potential. Despite the warning, Elena still encouraged her master to improve his skills, for she also wishes to avenge her young master and her lady for the oppression that they had suffered.
After years of training, finally, Christopher had reached the level of a sage. Even his master knew that no one could stop him now from defeating any adversary he would have. Thus, he embarked on a journey of defeating everyone who had humiliated him and his mother before. He was set on punishing all those who were from his father's household, and so he did. He put everyone in the Alvarez family to shame, making them limp and unable to fight nor stand. Their possessions were all burned to ashes, while their slaves and guards were all annihilated. As if Christopher wasn't yet content, he flogged his father to death. In spite of all those punishments, he still wasn't satisfied. He desired the blood of all the other nobles, so he did to them what he did to his father. Try as they might, no one was able to fight back, for their power, no matter how strong, couldn't even inflict any harm on him. Christopher's power was just too strong. He burned the people into ashes, froze the arrogant ladies to death, and tortured every patriarch of each household. Seeing the monstrous being that Christopher had become, Elena then realized the reason why Lady Amelia lost all of her special abilities. It was her who sealed his son's darkness, losing her own power in the process. She knew that this power would only eat her son away, will eat her son's sanity and will turn him into a vicious monster whose delight is to only torture people. Elena could no longer stand to see her young master succumb to his own darkness. So, amidst the chaos, she began to look for a way to stop him. Powers and enhanced weapons were meaningless. In everyone's eyes, Christopher is deemed as an immortal monster, but not for Elena. She knows her young master than anyone else after all. With confidence in her steps, Elena began to walk toward Christopher. With her head held high, not a hint of fear was seen in her eyes when her young master's focused his gaze on her. She mustn't show any weakness, not when her master needs her more than any time. Christopher stared at the person in front of him. Elena was his only friend, and the only one who stayed by his side until the end. He raised his hand, with blood slowly dripping down to the ground, and gently placed it on Elena's cheek. Though the darkness within him had consumed his whole being, a tiny glint of light shimmered in his heart and continued to spark as he felt Elena's kiss from his cold hand. The young girl smiled at her young master and leaned into his touch. Her actions were smooth and gentle as it had always been. She caressed his beloved's cheek, memorizing every detail of him while they hold each other's gaze. Slowly, she pulled the dagger out, which she kept hidden under her dress. It was something that Lady Amelia handed her before her death. She never understood why the lady would waste all her remaining magic in making the dagger, but now she knows. Like Lady Amelia, she wouldn't want to see her young master transform into a heartless monster as well. Everyone who had given you grief and pain, you can forget it all. Only this you must remember, Elena whispered, as she moved closer to Christopher, who merely looked at her in silence. She smiled at the man she will ever care for and said, I will always love you. With her eyes closed, Elena plunged the magical dagger into her young master's chest. She launched it in until what can only be seen as the hilt of the dagger. Tears trickled down her face as she released her hold of the weapon and pushed herself away. Her eyes widened when she saw the look on her young master's face. He was smiling. How long has it been since she has seen him make an expression like this? A carefree smile that has no trace of worries nor sadness. Elena took a small step forward, her face pale as her hand reached out for him. She was ready to take the dagger out so that he could continue to live. She was ready to accept the destruction that Christopher will bring forth, as long as it means that she will be able to stay right by his side. She was ready, until Christopher's body fell to the cold, hard ground. Elena could only stare. She stared and stared before she called out his name. Christopher. And her young master didn't respond. She called out louder and louder, Christopher! Christopher! But there was no reply. No sound could be heard from the lifeless body of her beloved. Tears were constantly streaming down from her eyes as she rushed to his side. I'm sorry. Please
this word heal me. She continued to scream those words in agony as she held him close to her chest. For the sake of the kingdom's future, Helena had killed the one person she ever loved. For the sake of Lady Amelia's last wish, he had the dagger pierced into his chest. Yes, for the sake of her young master, Elena had to let him go.
So next in line, please welcome ang pinaka-pogi ng 12 AM1, Jamal Martin!
8 highest paid athletes. Athlete is a person with proficient in sport and other forms of physical exercise or person who is skilled in competitive track and field events. In this day, a lot of athletes went 0 to 100 because of their hard work. They started from the bottom and went to top because of their determination. Even though they know that there's a lot of struggle they need to face, all of them chose to insert more effort instead of giving up. There's a lot of bad things that they wish on some of the athletes, but in their mind, they don't love the haze, only party. They only love their bed and their mama. I'm sorry. No matter how many haze they receive, the more money they earn, so they got a lot of millions in their bank account. And because of that, a lot of athletes were highly paid, and below are the most highly paid athletes. Number 8. Bartel Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry is known as the deadliest shooter in NBA, and currently playing with Golden State Warriors. He is only 30 years old with 3 children, and he was named the NBA Most Valuable Player in 2015 and 2016, and became the NBA Champion of 2015, 2017, and 2018. His salary is $76.9 US dollar million. Number 7. Roger Federer. Roger is a Swiss professional tennis player and ranked number 5 in men's tennis singles world by the APEC. He is 37 years old with 4 children and awarded as the best record-breaking performance ESPY Award of 2008. His salary is US dollar $77.2 million. Number 6. LeBron James. LeBron can be named GOAT or greatest of all time next to Jordan because of the achievements he achieved and the way he played in the league. He is currently playing in Los Angeles Lakers with an average of 27.1 points per game. He is 34 years old with 3 children. He became 4 times NBA Most Valuable Player and became Rookie of the Year in his rookie year of 2004. He also has 3 rings, that means he won the NBA championship title 3 times. His salary is US dollar $85.5 million. Number 5. Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. or known as Neymar Jr. Neymar is a Brazilian football player who is well known for his dribbling, finishing, skill, pace, and ability to play with both feet. He is currently playing in Paris, Saint-Germain, and also considered as one of the best football players in the world. Neymar is 27 years old and only has 1 child. His salary is $90 million US dollar. Number 4. Conor Anthony McGregor. McGregor is an Irish professional mixed martial arts and boxer. He is the former ultimate fighting champion for UFC, featherweight and lightweight champion. He also competed as a welterweight in mixed martial arts and light middleweight in boxing. He is 30 years old with 21 wins, over 4 losses record in UFC. He is 30 years old and his salary is $99 million. Number 3, Cristiano Ronaldo. He is a Portuguese professional football player who currently plays for Italian club Juventus as a forward. He also rated as a GOAT or greatest of all time in the field of football because he won almost 27 trophies. He is 37 years old with 4 children and his salary is another $8 million. Second, Lionel Messi. Messi is an Argentine professional football player who currently plays in both captain and forward in Spanish club named Barcelona. He also plays in Argentina national team. He is also named one of the GOAT in the field of football because he won almost 32 trophies. He is 31 years old with 3 children and his salary is $111 million. And lastly, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Mayweather is an American professional boxer. Currently held 5 weight classes. He started his career on 1997 and he has a record of 50-0. And because of his record, he became famous, so he came out on some well-known magazine like Sports Illustrated, The Ring, etc. He is 41 years old with 4 children. His salary is $285 million. These are the 8 highest paid athletes of 2018. Now, some of you are already interested. So if you want to be one of them, make sure that you will work hard. Work hard more so that in the near future, there's a possibility that you'll be one of the highest paid athletes.
Please now welcome Joseph Mark Bishon.
I'm Mark Joseph Bishon, and I'm going to share a mini poetry that is about politics. Disgusting. What a disgusting political animal whom disguising as a kind-hearted while facing the ignorant masses that craving for change. Power. Power is not everlasting. Power. Power without balance is nothing. Philippines is the land where I was born, and I can say that politics is like a golden bone where everyone wants to have a throne only to be heard and known. Those people in power wants to own so that the government will be their home where they can truly enjoy crownies just to protect their throne. Congress resolve a resolution, the highest resolution to protect the highest of all, the president's rule. By way of political convention, even Senate have not their own. Such an act of Congress is corruption of the true essence of legislation. For them, they need to protect their own interests while ruling their crying nations. Is this what you also call democracy? Is this the essence of democracy? Really by number called majority? Even if it's against decency, justice, and people's sovereignty. Disgusting. What is disgusting? Everyone are greed for power, wealth, fame, and money. that inspires the politicians of this country to do everything, even out decency, just to protect their interests and own authority. Some of them are scared or afraid to lose the power that they enjoy the most, only to protect their name that lost, that is honor from the people's conflagration. But sometimes we can blame them for those people who accept their payment. 1,000 bill of rice for their vote with their rights for a decent vote. Disgusting. What a disgusting. That's all. Thank you.
Such is the progress of age. After wandering aimlessly for most of the day, it happened by a river. For some reason, my mind suddenly sparked with life. I was drawn towards the river. Something here stirred my thoughts, called out to me. Perhaps a sense of deja vu. Here, this river flowed peacefully, its surface rippling with a soothing breeze. The sun slowly sinking below the bridge, striking the water in just the right way to make it sparkle. Maybe this is home. Even the grass welcomed me, brushing up against my ankle. And there, those flowers that bloom on the other side, they wave, greeting me home. Even from this side, I could tell they were the most beautiful flowers I had ever seen. I felt a warm touch on my shoulder, and I turned to see you. You glow while you laugh. Yes, those flowers are only as beautiful as your laugh. You must have been tired from shining so brightly. We sat down and you rested your head in my lap. Your breath ceased and you sleep at your smiling face blossom. Thank you, I told you. Like usual, like on that day, I have seen this scene before. Goodbye, you said in your sleep. Still smiling and sleeping peacefully, you said the word. Oh, how I wish you were only sleeping talking. But knowing the meaning of goodbye, my heart seems to be crushed. I reach out and hold your hand tightly, but it honestly, because I want to touch your heart and smiling face. My eyes watered. Resisting the overflowing tears and staring at you, I tried to let you go. But I couldn't let this moment end. I hope it will continue forever, repeating every single day. Every day, to look into those eyes and see them sparkling back at me. But now, I can see the shine in your eyes. Did your eyes sparkle because those things are infinite? You didn't answer, but I understand. After all, my infinite heart and your heart connect. We are inseparable. I can't imagine a world without you. I want to be close to you forever and always. Please don't let go. The pricelessness of repeatedly grasping your hand and work that you know ever. The voice that no longer reach out now quickly smile. That pretty face on my lap seems so far away, untouchable. You seem so distant even though I am holding on to you. A sharp pain struck me. Numbness spread throughout my body. The sun that Huli said glared at unreal red. Focus. Stay here. It's like watching the river on color I couldn't bear to see. Don't look. I'll see you instead. The wind gusted, agitating the blades of grass. Just in the once. Concentrate of warmth of your hands. But as I fixated on you, ignoring the world around, you started to grow old. The warmth drained away by the wind. Then to my horror, you started to fade. Swept away by the unforgiving wind. No, please no. Not again. Don't take her away. My memories haze me, refusing to let me stay. Dear, wake up. Dear, help me. Help me to stay rooted here. But you can't do anything in your peaceful rest. Unable to watch, I denied it all and closed my eyes. But this oblivion did not last. Even in the darkness, I could feel the ever-chilling wind. I felt the warm leaving. I saw the beautiful flowers wilt. I wanted to scream, wanted to run, wanted to hide, but I couldn't. I couldn't. The numbness I felt, that pain, it consumed me. Please, melt this scene into a truth. When I finally opened my eyes, I found myself standing next to you. Only you weren't standing next to me. Here is the grave outer world. In this suffocating fog, I could barely find your outline. Why are you lying there? Why would you sleep here? So vulnerable. Come now, let us return home. But you did not awaken. Reluctantly, I stay here keeping watch over you. Your pale, ashen skin, the silhouette of yours, only a fragment from days gone by. With a shape without infinity, your figure will somebody take it.
When that day comes, will I be lost without you next to me? Wandering with no shade, with infinity in my heart, what is it to do? Just the thought of that judging day sent shivers through me. Right then, the shadow descended from my mind and lifted the veil in front of my eyes, to reveal the darkest pages of my memories. No, it couldn't be, but it is. You have heard that sleeping face far too long, and will keep that peacefulness far longer. While I am here, you won't stand. You won't answer me. You won't smile. In all honesty, because we can't walk together anymore. I am paralyzed. How am I to walk alone, without holding your hand? I fall to my knees, resisting the overflowing tears and looking up to the sky. I tried to stand, but I couldn't, not without you. My eyes watered as I longed for you. I continued to hope forever, searching for you. But only the finite things sparkle in my eyes. Are you infinite now? An infinite heartbeat? That heartbeat I give to you? Now will you wake? I waited, but you didn't stir. Why don't you wake? I want to be close to you forever and always. I want to know no matter what. At least let me hold your hand. Yes, I know the foolishness of repeatedly grasping your hand. But my desires won't let you go. Why won't this world leave me alone? Let me remain oblivious from these lies. This pain, this unbearable pain of my mind and heart being ripped apart, increases as I hold on to you. But I'm afraid to let you go. How much pain awaits me if I let you go? You who have been supporting me, can you take my senses from me? Can I be there peacefully with you? Let this pain obliterate me so I can join you. But then the days that can no longer return now quietly smile. Those days shine through the darkness you have lost. Me, those days whispered, home, come home. But where is... Meanwhile, my memories called out to me, here, stay here with your love. Yes, that sounds nice. But something, somewhere, deep down told me, this isn't where I belong. My heart was shouting for me to stay here. My mind was screaming for me to return where I belong. A fierce storm swirled inside of me, muddling my emotions, clouding my thoughts. The pain of these conflicting wishes rose to a point I couldn't bear anymore. I momentarily let go of your hand and clutched my head, trying to stop the piercing ringing in my ears. And in that moment, I lost you. Your hand snatched away by the fog, your presence fading. No! Don't take her away from me! My heart screamed while my mind reprimanded. No! That is not her. It doesn't matter if it's her or not. I shouted into the darkness. How many times have I seen this before? How many times must you be taken away from me? How much more will I have to suffer? A bubble of emotion welled up inside of me. I tried to suppress it, but I had restrained myself far too long, and a scream surfaced. Give her back! But the unrelinquishing darkness remained cold and unmoved. You were God. No, you couldn't be God. But it was the truth. My eyes watered once more. No, I denied it all and closed my eyes. No, no. I see this scene as an untruth. I awoke once more in a stranger's home. Once more I wandered until I happened by that river with the sun setting behind the bridge, and those flowers that bloomed on the other side. Once more I saw your beautiful laughing face, repeating in a finite time. A time that must end, a time that I never want to end. My eyes watered. I grasped your hand, intending to never let go. But you reflected in my heart. Why do you laugh? Hey, tell me. Resisting the overflowing tears and staring at you, I waited for your answer. Your laughing ceased, but you still smiled as your eyes watered. Resisting the overflowing tears and staring at you, I answered. I continue to hope forever, living here in your heart. I understand your pain. Your eyes sparkle because those things are infinite. Those tears will dry and you will see clearly again. Although you and I may be infinite, my infinite heart and your heart connect. We are infinite. I say goodbye, but no, I mean see you later. I will be close to you forever and always. Hope in your heart. Then you flew off with a heavenly wind in the distance. Into the golden sunset, I couldn't take my eyes off of you, as you were swept away into an infinite world beyond this infinite world. And you took my longing and despair. The overflowing tears and emotions are now beyond time. When I could no longer see you, the sun had set, leaving only its golden glow behind. Touched by your answer, I felt at ease, at home. So here I lay, in this blanket of grass. The warm breeze stroked my face, soothing me. As night fell, I looked into the distance where you had faded. I could swear I saw you amongst those stars. In the dim starlight, everything was washed a cool black. But before my infinite eyes, I saw the breeze blow. The wind blew past us in all directions as if the sky was its canvas. Then those stars in the sky radiated color. The likes of pink, magenta, cyan, and turquoise dance across the sky. Only those formless things quietly turned color. I stood to get a better look. I stood with a strength I had never before. I stood thanks to your support, my dear. Thank you, dear, for opening my eyes. Thanks to you, I glimpsed the infinite with these infinite eyes of mine. Thank you, dear, for bringing me home. In this colorful world, I admire those flowers that bloom on the other side. We still don't know the name of the flower we saw that day, but I know they were the most beautiful flowers I have ever seen. Almost as beautiful as your laugh. Now in this time, in a minute time, I thank you. I just barely touched your heart.
Thank you for that performance. And now, may I call Christine Lapizar and also Leah Rankil.
So, good morning, classmates. Today, we will be presenting our short story. The genre is fantasy slash fairy. So, it's also long, so please bear with us.
Go, my friend!
I dislike humans. They whine and cry when things don't go as we expected. And they are too blinded by power and greed. I tend to stay away from such troublesome beings. But unfortunately, this one's an exception. Sitting at a tree branch inches away from the bedroom's window, I watched with distaste when the child begins to cry uncontrollably loud as he sits on his bed. His pathetic no excuse of a father has left the house to spend the night with a female human who wear few to no clothing and enough makeup to drown an elephant. Based on my observations, it looks like he will not return until the crack of dawn once again. The child's crying continued and I groaned out in annoyance. Oh goddess, if your plans to kill you off, can you think of a more peaceful and less annoying way to do so? Entering a human's house, uninvited and unnoticed, is quite easy for someone of my caliber. And though I would rather just burn the house right to the ground, I flew into the bedroom with a frown etched on my face instead. Once my feet have landed on the carpet, I snapped my fingers, and small bubbles of light appeared all around the room. Once the darkness slowly vanished, I found myself being stared at by the now wide-eyed boy, and I clicked my tongue as I crossed my arms over my chest when I stared back. I rolled my eyes and nodded my head. Yes, yes, child. Your baby has returned because your no excuse of a father has left you all alone once again. Honestly, at this point, I'm not surprised nor shocked. The child raised his arm and stretched them out as if wanting to touch me. A silly smile appeared on his face as he opened and closed his hands. I raised my eyebrow and stood still. I may have used my magic to make him float around once, but that was because I had no other non-lethal method to stop his loud and seemingly endless cries. I refused to waste my magic on him again in any way. I looked at the boy and growled under my breath. This will be the last time, understand? Though he nodded his head, and I thanked the queen for his obedience. Very well, up you go, I said while light erupted from my fingers as I pointed at his direction. As soon as the lights touched his child's skin, he began to float from his bed, and I watched when he began to levitate around the room. I too began to float since I despised standing on poorly made carpet, and I quietly watched the boy inch away. How unfortunate that he can control his way well for his age. Well, not unfortunate for his mother perhaps. She did try to love the human man after finding out his true nature. But the child that had dwelt in her belly, she would die for him. Quite literal in a sense too. I never understand why elves are so fascinated by humans, that they are willing enough to have an offspring with them. I find humans to be the greediest and the weakest creature that I have ever met in my timeline. Having an offspring with one is enough to make me sick right to the core. Albina is one of the elf fairy who were unfortunate enough to fall upon the charms of the human man. Worse, the human she chose to wed is nothing more than a scumbag who cares nothing but looks and money. He never loved Albina like how she tries to love him. I had tried to kill the man not to free her from his chains, but she stopped me. Killing the human would have made Albina free from her sufferings. She would have been able to come back to the fairy world and fall in love with another. But look where she is now, eternally sleeping under the earth, with no signs of ever waking up. You are looking more and more like a fairy, I observed when the child floats near me, giggling. That will be troubling for me if you have more fairy's blood than your father's. I was about to hold the child in my arms and put him down to stop the magic, when the door suddenly burst open, and in instinct, I shielded the child and bared my teeth at the unwelcome visitor. You? He whispered in disbelief, his eyes glassy and blurry from the intoxicated dreams he had drunk from where he's been. Albina? After everything he had done, he still dared to speak her name? I would gladly cut your tongue off, and let you choke on your own bloody razor if I hear you say her name again, mortal, I warned. She is no longer here to protect you from me. But for her child's sake, I will refrain from doing so if you cooperate. Aida. He didn't even bother to try hiding the malice in his tone when he speaks my name.
What are you doing here? Why are you holding my son? I should call the cops on you.
I laughed and nearly whipped his child off with my spare hand. I do not abide in human law, and having forgotten my specialty, eliminating a few humans is not difficult for me. In fact, I live for it.
You horrible demon you are, Ayla!
Between the two of us, human, I scoffed, glaring at him directly in the eye. I do wonder who the true demon is. What have you been doing to Albina's son? Have you already tried to starve him to death? Well, knowing you, I'm not surprised if that was the truth. Realizing what I had been accused of doing, I see him clenching his hand into a fist while marching up to me with a menacing look clear on his face. How dare you accuse me of doing such thing to my own son?
I took a step back and chuckled at his anger, amused. I'm not stupid nor blind. I have observed how you humans could possibly neglect your own offspring before I became a slua. And I know when a child is clearly malnourished or not. Not to mention this. Without hesitation, I pulled the child's shirt up to reveal marks of small burns on his small and frail body. In human law, this is already considered a child abuse. But in slua law, something like this is nothing more than training to toughen the young one up. However, he doesn't need to know that. I wonder what the human police would say when they see this, I questioned in taunting tone, my eyes beaming into light when the mortar's color began to peel at the unsettling sight. The whole town, possibly the whole world, will finally recognize who the true demon is. How exciting! And after what you've done to Albina, I stopped my teasing when the child grabbed hold of my hair and tugged at it. I glared at him until I recalled what Albina made me promise before her death. I let out an exasperated sigh and began to walk to the open window, my footsteps soft and quiet. "E.L.M?" I heard the mortal call out for me, confused.
What are you doing?
There are no things that I actually liked when I was a proper fairy. I spoke without looking back. One must always tell the truth and keep our promises. Albina knew I still followed those specific rules, and she took advantage of it, keeping me binded even until her death. Clever little dream she is. That's why, despite being an elf, I view her as my personal favorite. I looked down on a child who seemed oblivious from everything that's happening, and I couldn't help but smile at the ridiculous, innocent sight. Albina knew you were a cruel human. She was worried about a child in his future, so she had me promise something. I know I really wouldn't, but again, this is an exception. Mortal, you're smart despite being nothing more than garbage. What do you think is the promise? He stayed silent, and needless to say, I have expected that. He doesn't care about Albina, before and even after her death. He didn't really care about his own wife, what of his own son? He's already neglected the child in many ways than one. See, this is why I dislike humans. Keep her son safe from the likes of you. That's what she made me promise. I glanced back at him and smiled, though my eyes were far from smiling. My kind is not welcome to anything related to humans, but I'm certain the elves will take Albina's son, as if it's their own kid.
E.L.M, please don't take him away from me.
My eyes widened when he suddenly grabbed my arm, gripping tightly, as if he's afraid I will disappear out of thin air. I can easily do so if I wish, but this reaction, this is somewhat...
Albina left me alone. I'm not even here to take away my son, too. He's the only reason why I still have his hand. Please.
He begged and pleaded as tears came down from his eyes. He looked even more pathetic than he already is. Perhaps it's intoxicating dreams he had that made him so emotional. Or he had taken a new kind of human-made substances that humans can't help but be addicted to brain dead. No matter, I hear his bad dreams, but I do not care for them. Albina didn't leave you alone. You murdered the poor woman, I snapped. You wanted a human lover, but you wanted Albina as well. You tried to make her into a human by mixing iron in everything she ate and drank. Poor thing suffered a painful death. Didn't you know? Iron kills their kind. There's no cure for us fairies. You blend in with the humans, but that's about it. You are selfish. You wanted more than what you already have. Thus, Albina ended up dying because of you. Now, you plan to kill off her own son as well? My, how greedy. I had to stop talking. I held the child tighter in my chest as he held a knife near my throat. The tears were no longer visible, and I could see blood coming out from his lips, from where he had written it. As expected, the man had gone mad.
An iron knife.
I raised an eyebrow at what he said.
I can kill you right now, E.L.M. Fairies are murdered just as dust. Do they know? No one will ever know.
If you think you can kill me this easily, then you're Mistaken, I said, my eyebrows crunched down in disappointment at the outcome as I opened my hand and a dark hue of light erupts out of thin air. Farewell, I softly said frowning, and before the human can comprehend what I had just said, he watched in horror as his wrist slowly started to melt and detached itself from his arm. His screams were loud and aggravating, even more so when the same thing happened to his other wrists and soon his own legs. As he started to bleed on the carpet, I pulled a blanket from the child's bed and wrapped it around the boy so that he won't have to see such a horrifying sight. This is merely self-defense. Now, you'll suffer an even more painful death than what Albina had felt.
You monster demon unholy being!
Does he think he has insulted me with the names he has thrown? Honestly, I've been called worse by my own mother, and when she does, it's just playing around. Ignoring his screams, I flew out of the bedroom through the window and vanished into the darkness. Saying that this was an eventful night is an understatement. Not because I finally killed that useless human off, but because now I'm actually bringing Albina's child back with me to the fairy world. Well, that is what Albina had wished at some point, but I don't think she'll appreciate my method of granting her wish. Please, Isla, I can only entrust my son to you. Treat him as your own. Love him in ways I wasn't able to do so. I sighed and shook my head. I suppose if Albina sacrificed her life for her child, I can perhaps treat you as my own. Quite the lucky one, aren't you? Yes, quite lucky indeed. Why? Because for us Lua, family means everything.
Starting over again, which has been making a lot of hugot or sawikos until now. A lot of people can relate from this movie, and it left a scar in the heart of the viewers. Nowadays, most of the millennials are dealing with heartaches, and just last year, spoken word poetry made a loud noise in the multimedia industry.
So for the first one, ang huling tula na susulat ko para sa iyo ay Juan Miguel. Ultimate hugot life. Patawarin mo ako sa hindi ko pag-alis at papatawarin kita sa hindi ko pananalig. You may already be familiar with Rico from On the Wings of Love, but Juan Miguel Severo, of Words Anonymous, has been generating buzz in the spoken word poetry since in Manila long before that. His piece, ang huling tula na isusulat ko para sa iyo, is one such poem that widely circulated in the internet. And for good reason. With the use of similes and contradictions, this poem perfectly describes the feeling of those who have exhausted all their efforts for their person later. His heartfelt delivery will keep you glued to your seat and reaching for some issues.
Number 9. Masarap kang magtimpla ng kape by Henry Igna. The ultimate hugot line. Sino ba naman ang taong nagmamahal pero nakaschedule yung katapusan? Spoken word poetry doesn't always have to be heavy. Many poets incorporate humor in their pieces to keep the balance. In Masarap kang magtimpla ng kape, Henry Igna likens the love of his life to coffee. Sweet, hot, and addicting. But like coffee, it gets cold after a while. Outre, also, the love of his life likes tea over coffee.
Top 8, Lungs by Michelle Manesi. Ultimate hugot line. It's unfair that the only one who loves gets to leave the relationship with fewer scars. Michelle Manesi focuses on air, smoke, and sense in lungs. She delivers in poem as someone who has left how she finds it hard to sleep at night.
and how her clothes still smell like her former lover. Haven't we all been there?
Top 7. Ako naman by Zuela Herrera. The ultimate hugot line. Baka nga may nagawa akong mali. Pakiramdam ko kasalanan ko. Palagi ko naman kasalanan eh. It's not where you're thinking. Ako naman by Zuela Herrera isn't just about love. She speaks about different subjects where one must put themselves first. She calls out to those who have been cheated on, those who are stuck in midlife crisis, or those who are just really paranoid.
I saw this. Ultimate hugot line. Show her the loose hands and tell her how you struggle with me. Refresh your knowledge of geometry. Isosceles is a triangle with two equal sides like a love triangle angel groups, described in isosceles. The deep-seated hands of the poet comes and with dismissal wishes for her formal love and his form.
Top 5. I Want to Be Your Mistake by Jamie De Los Reyes. My body is not made for a white wedding dress, dinner with your parents, or 10-year anniversary. They never say forever about people like me. This poem is for those who feel like they're in life's purgatory, for those who are still stuck somewhere, wondering where their place is in their lover's life. Jamie De Los Reyes admits in I Want to Be Your Mistake that she can kept her promise of staying away, and she'd rather be someone's mistake than nothing at all.
Mahal Kita by Zuela Herrera, Sharina Gonzalez. Ang title ng tulang ito ay Mahal Kita. Ang tauhan, nagmahal at mas magmahal. Zuela Herrera and Sharina Gonzalez share a conversation between two people, where one downplays her love while the other is thankful for whatever she can get. There is a painful twist in the end, though the former finally professes her love, while the other her love for someone else.
Top 3. Cheers to Forgetting by Abby Orbella. This is for all the time you asked me out to dinner, and I thought that maybe after the 4th, it meant something. Abby Orbella playfully enumerates the different memories she wants to forget, though something we're all familiar with. Taking shots of alcohol. She put together her humor, dark fantasies, and heartaches in Cheers to Forgetting. In the end, she denies having a drinking problem, but admits to having a forgetting problem.
Number 2. The Yuhan by Louise Meeks. Alam ba niya na pag kayo ang magkayakap, mundo mo ang kanyang hawak? Louise Meeks talks about it feels to be left while your only choice chooses another. She questions why she wasn't enough. While she was the one who was there, the Yuhan means foreigner in English, and that's where her lover has to come. Can you relate? Or top 1?
For the top 1,
Panata
ng Pusong Bagong Laya
by Mark Gosling. Ayun na nga siguro ang silbi ng luha, ang linisin ng mata ko upang makita ang malinaw kung bakit hindi tayo para sa isa't isa.
Let's end this list with an encouraging piece. Panata ng Pusong Bagong Laya starts with a walang forever story and leads to Mark Gosling's path to moving on. It seems heavy at first, but halfway through the poem, Mark shifts the mood to a hopeful pause. The piece encourages us not to let heartbreak cause us to give up.
There are people who make art or write music to express their feelings.
Some post Facebook updates while others turn to bad habits. Then there are those who write and perform poetry.
Spoken poetry has made its way into the hearts of many Filipinos, and the increasing number of restaurants and events hosting open mic and poetry slams is proof of that. And here it is, the top 10 emotion-filled spoken word poetry pieces and their ultimate holding.
Please all welcome, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alina, Guzman, and Bianca.
Our poem is entitled Enlightenment. The light is coming. The light is really coming. The gates of heaven opens. My God is welcome. The light is coming. God will always bring. Goodness is here. No one can ever complain.
Stop right there, I am complaining. Evil will take over, no one is stopping. I am the most powerful God, I can prove it. There is no one else that can ever be compared to me, that's legit.
In your afterlife, you can take your first step in heaven. Just give love and kindness. The evilness will lessen. You can see the river that is clear as a crystal. A view that you can admire and the rest is celestial. Trust me, you will be truly blessed, my friend, if you praise and worship my God until the end. With Him, you won't be able to suffer. Heaven will be a perfect place for you to recover.
The place in your afterlife is nonsense and unimportant. You want to enter the heaven? Oh, darling, you just can't. Enter my hell and you will be served. Accept my offer. You are getting into my nerves. Are you luxurious? I can give you everything. You need money, diamonds and gold, anything I can bring. You can ask the little angel if her God can spoil you. You can cry now because I bet we can. Ooh.
It doesn't matter if you can give it diamonds and golds. At least He can give you a peaceful life, which can't be bought or sold. You can pray for anything you want. There are only 3 answers. Yes, not yet, or He will give you something better. You have so much luxury and evilness to offer. You were once an angel, can't you remember? Why do devils get so bored easily? Do you really want to worship badly?
You have so many comments. Are you done talking? Go back to heaven because I'm done listening. If you pick me as your God, people will worship you. That's all you wanted. High status, fame, and even attention too. Open your mind, mark my words. I am the one and only, I hope you heard. You're God and the people's connection. I'll cut the line. Stop now, because the people are mine.
The people are mine.
They are all mine.
These people will choose Him. Just say goodbye.
Why would I say goodbye when all you do is lie?
I am not lying.
I'm an angel, just stop talking.
Do you have any proof? May I see?
People, bow down to me.
No, bow down to Him. Bow down to our God.
To me.
To Him.
To me.
To Him.
Stop. I am opening leave.
I don't want no chaos, devil. Let's end this.
Right. This is none of my business.
Listen, you're making everything worse.
We devils.
We the angels.
We
rule the universe.
since we only have 2 days, I think. Yes. Then also we're tense because like it's being pressured for us to have another things to do or things to prioritize. But I'm really happy that this open mic is very successful. How about you?
Actually, it's the same because I personally I was really stressed. But you know, as you see this, like the audiences, our classmates being so prepared, all I can say is that it was all worth it. The sleepless nights, the stress, everything.
Wow, that's good to hear. Before we end this show, let's please all welcome Jonathan here.
For me, I would like to congratulate everyone for passing for today. Everyone did well. All of you are great. So I would like to say one thing. Congratulations everyone. Give yourself a round of applause.
Thank you so much for your wonderful message. Once again, I am Mark Mission.